Okay, so who has broken up for their Christmas holidays? Woohoo! Okay, so I think all of the kids have now broken up. I think it would be very mean to get you in on the 23rd of December, wouldn't it? So give me a shout. How are you feeling about having broken up for Christmas? Good. Are we all going to have a lovely Christmas? Grown-ups, have you finished work for Christmas now? Give me a shout if you have finished now. Give me a shout if your last day's tomorrow. Give me a shout if your last day's Christmas Eve. Give me a shout if you're working Christmas Day. Well done. Give her a round of applause. Working Christmas Day is really pants. Who's excited for Christmas, though? Yeah? So this time last year, I was working in a school, so we had just broken up, and I remember our last staff meeting of the year was on the last day of school, and our head teacher, who I think he's wonderful, I think he's great, but he did say something that made me think, okay, I'm not sure you're my favourite person right now. He said, okay, guys, I need to let you know something. As stressed as we all feel about Christmas, this is what we need to know. By this time next week, it'll all be over. And I was like, mate, that's not in a festive spirit. And I get why he did it. There was a lot of staff in that school who were getting very stressed. Give me a wave if you are a mum at Christmas and you feel like you have got everything to think about. You've got the buying, the wrapping, the food, the this, the that, the tidying, the everything. And it just feels stressful. There's some people that kind of don't look forward to Christmas because maybe they're grieving. And it's a really hard time of year if you're grieving. Maybe if money is an issue, and then everything costs so much at Christmas, doesn't it? Everywhere seems like they're asking you for more and more and more money, and it's just a really hard time. So Christmas isn't always fun for everybody. Sorry to be a downer on everything. And so he was there saying, don't worry, guys, by this time next week, it will be over. And that's true, isn't it now? This time next week, it will be over. Some of us feel very sad about that. Give me a boo if you're feeling sad about that. Some people are feeling a bit relieved about that, okay? You don't need to own up if that's you, it's okay. But by this time next week, the gifts will be unwrapped. Some of you will be looking at the decorations that you've had up since November, and you'll be thinking, I am sick of the sight of these decorations. Get them down. Who takes their decorations down before New Year's? No, some people do. Some people are like Boxing Day decorations down, gone. Your turkey will be, hopefully, all the leftover turkey will be just about finished. And again, you'll be thinking, I think it's a whole year till I can see another turkey again. I've had enough. Christmas will be over, okay? I'm sorry to make it a bit downer, but by this time next week, we'll all be thinking of New Year's resolutions and gym memberships and all those things. Let's enjoy Christmas while it is, though. But I'm really not a Scrooge, I promise you. But because I've actually got some really great news for us this morning. So our theme this year of our video that we've just watched, of our event last Saturday. Who came to our event last Saturday? Yeah, oh, we had so much fun. I am still finding straw in my washing machine, in my trouser pockets. I just keep finding straw everywhere. I'm wondering how long that's going to go on for. But we had fun. But our theme of it has been the road to Bethlehem. So in our video with the kids, it was about people travelling on that road to get to Bethlehem to meet Jesus. When we did our trail last Saturday, the end location, except from the prize table over here, but the end location on our trail was Bethlehem. It was outside here. It wasn't quite Bethlehem, but it was meant to be Bethlehem. But actually, Bethlehem is not the end destination. It can make it seem like it when we read the story. Everybody gets to Bethlehem in the nativity plays. Everybody gets to Bethlehem. They're all in the stable around the manger, and that's the end. But actually, that's not our end destination, is it? It wasn't the end destination for Jesus. Jesus didn't just come to earth to be born, to get some fancy presents, to make a bit of a scene, and then just that was it. He said, yeah, that's my job over. No, that was his start on earth. He'd been there forever, but that was his start on earth. He then went on to show people God's love, to do incredible things, to show people God's power, to challenge the way that people thought, and then to die on a cross for our sins so that we can then have that new start. Bethlehem was not the end of the story for Jesus. Bethlehem was not the end of the story for the shepherds either. They came to Bethlehem, they met Jesus, they had an incredible encounter with Jesus after having an even more, well, not even more, but a really incredible encounter with angels as well. But that wasn't the end of their story. They didn't just visit Jesus and go, oh, that's cracking. All right, lads, let's get back to normal. They went and they told everybody they met about what they'd seen. It changed their life. Bethlehem wasn't the end of the road for the wise men either. It doesn't really say what happened to them next, other than that they went home and they didn't go and tell Herod where Jesus was. That's all it really says. But I don't personally believe that those wise men could have gone home and just gone back to normal. Their lives were changed. Bethlehem was not the end of their journey. In many ways, it was the beginning of their journey. And Bethlehem isn't the end of our journey either. I wanted to invite you, and what we said at the end of the video was come walk the road to Bethlehem. Not literally. If you want to go and travel to Bethlehem, that's ace. But not literally, but metaphorically, come walk, come and get closer to Jesus. If you've never met Jesus before, let this be an opportunity for you to come closer and meet with Jesus. And if that's something you want to do, then you can come and talk to me. You can come and talk to Marcus and Sean or anybody that you've seen on stage today. I don't know what the kids will answer, but anybody else hopefully can give you a really great answer about coming to know Jesus. But actually, if you do make that decision today, that's not the end of your journey either. It's just the beginning. So I wanted to say that actually, I want to invite you on the road beyond Bethlehem. I want to invite you on a journey with Jesus, that Jesus will transform your life. He will make you new. And then we continue our lives with Jesus. And it is the most incredible thing. And that makes me so excited because I know that by this time next week, Christmas will be over. The commercial side of Christmas. The presents and the decorations and the carols and the sprouts. And I really do love sprouts, so I'm feeling a bit sad about that. Genuinely. I look forward to those. But that will all be over and people will be starting to move on to new things, new year, all of these things. Christmas will be over, but the real meaning of Christmas never is over. If you meet with Jesus today, and maybe you're saying, Helen, actually, I met with Jesus like before you were born. Well, it's not over. We've not got to the end. And even when we die, we've not got to the end. We get this incredible journey with Jesus. So as Christmas fades away next week, don't let this message fade away in your mind. Remember that actually there is a road beyond Bethlehem, a life with Jesus. And if that's something that you want to know more about, you can come and have a chat. We would love to chat to you about that because it is the best bit about Christmas, even better than the presents and the chocolate and even the sprouts, even better than the sprouts, guys. It is a life with Jesus.